there is a question, what are the principles of the biotechnology? There are the two principles of biotechnology. That is, the first one, it is genetic engineering, means it is concerned with the genomic material, and the next one, it is the chemical engineering. Let's see, student, I want to explain in brief what is that the genetic engineering, because in this entire topic we are going to discuss in detail what is meant by that the genetic engineering and how that process works. Okay, this genetic engineering, it is deals with the alteration of the gene. Okay, this genetic engineering, it include the first thing, it is alteration. Okay, alteration of gene. It includes the alteration of gene. We can easily alter the gene. We can easily change the gene. Okay. What is that gene? Genomic material. That genomic material, it includes the DNA and RNA. So we can induce the change in DNA and RNA with the help of this genetic engineering. Okay. Then the next thing is we can easily repair the gene. Okay, so the next aspect, it is included under the genetic engineering, that is repairing the gene. Okay, repairing the gene. So that repairing the gene means that defective gene, at this site of defective gene means we can easily remove the defective gene, and at that place we can induce the normal gene or the healthy gene. It is called as the repairing the gene. Okay, it is called as the repairing the gene, means we can easily repair the gene. म्हणजे एखाद्या डी एन एमधला एखादा डिफेक्टिव्ह जीन असेल, म्हणजे एखाद्या फॅमिलीमध्ये काही एज नंतर जर तिथे डायबिटीस होत असेल, तर तिथे तो डिफेक्टिव्ह जीन आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतो, की जो डिफेक्टिव्ह जीन हा तिथे इन्सुलिन सिंथेसिस करत नाही, प्रॉपर सिंथेसिस करत नाही. मग तो डिफेक्टिव्ह जीन आपल्याला त्या फॅमिलीमधून इरॅडिकेट करायचं असेल, तर आपण तो डिफेक्टिव्ह जीन इरॅडिकेट करू शकतो आणि त्या जागी हेल्दी जीन किंवा आपण त्याला नॉर्मल जीन म्हणतो तो त्याच्यामध्ये इन्सर्ट करतो. त्यालाच म्हटलं जातं जीन रिपेअरिंग. ओके, इट इज कॉल्ड ॲज द जीन रिपेअरिंग. ओके, then the next one, we can synthesize the new gene. Means next aspect, it is synthesis of new gene. Okay, synthesis of new gene. We can synthesize the new gene. आपण नवीन जीन ही सिंथेसिस करू शकतो. किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये नेक्स्ट आस्पेक्ट असा येतो की जीन ट्रान्सफर. ओके, नेक्स्ट आस्पेक्ट, इट इज जीन ट्रान्सफर. Okay, gene transfer. So we can easily transfer the gene from one location to another location. Okay, one location to another location means at new location we can easily transfer this suitable gene. So these are the aspects comes under the genetic engineering. Then the next thing is the gene manipulation. So the next aspect is the gene manipulation. Okay, gene manipulation. So we can manipulate the gene, and due to this we can improve the genetic makeup of that organism. Okay, we can improve the genetic makeup of that organism by manipulating the gene of that organism. So all these aspects included under this genetic engineering, that is alteration of gene, then repairing the gene, then the synthesis of new gene, then the gene transfer at new location, and then the gene manipulation, and we can improve the entire genome of that organism. Okay, so all these aspects it is studied under the genetic engineering, and this is the principle of the modern biotechnology. Okay, so when we study all those things under the genetic engineering, in the sense this genetic engineering, it is also called as the rDNA technology. Okay, it is also called as rDNA technology, or student always remember, it is also called as a gene cloning. Okay, it is also called as the gene cloning. So, gene cloning in the sense, with the help of rDNA technology, we can prepare the clones of gene. Means we can prepare the number of copies of that gene. It is called as a gene cloning. So, this to that rDNA technology, the parallel term is used, that is the gene cloning. So, you have to remember all those things. So, all those things comes under the first principle of the modern biotechnology, that is the genetic engineering. Then the next principle, it is the chemical engineering. Okay, chemical engineering. So, this chemical engineering in modern biotechnology, they plays a most important role. Where they plays a most important role? Because they plays a most important role in making sterile environment. At what time the sterile environment is required? When we synthesize the important products, just like the synthesis of the vaccines, okay, the synthesis of the antibodies, then the synthesis of the various types of the enzymes, along with that the synthesis of the various types of the organic acids, then the synthesis of the various types of the vitamins, and the various types of the therapeutic products in the sense that product they are used to cure the various types of the diseases. So synthesis of such a various types of the useful products, we have to maintain the sterile environment in that laboratory. So for that purpose, what is required? The various types of the chemicals are required. So there, the chemical engineering, they plays a most important role. So these two, the genetic engineering and the chemical engineering, these are the two principles of the modern biotechnology. So you have to remember these, what are the principles of the modern biotechnology. Then student, we will move toward the next introductory part as per your syllabus, that is the techniques, under the techniques of the rDNA technology. Suppose when we want to perform the rDNA technology process, okay, rDNA technology process in the laboratory, then what is required? So there, what type of the requirement should be there? Then and then that rDNA technology is possible. Otherwise, it is not possible. Okay, it is not a method to do that method on a open table. So it is not a easy one. It required the various types of the instruments. So what is the basic requirement of the rDNA technology? So here now just I want to discuss with you the basic requirements of the rDNA technology. So let's see the basic requirement of the rDNA technology. So what is the basic requirement? The first basic requirement, it is the electrophoresis. Okay, first basic requirement, it is the electrophoresis. So see, the basic requirement, okay, basic requirement. So for what purpose the basic requirements are required? For the process of the rDNA technology. Okay, for the process of the rDNA technology, what are the basic requirements? The first basic requirement, it is we have to say the first, that is there is a requirement of the different instruments. Okay, requirements of the different instruments. So under this, the first, there is a requirement of the different instruments. Okay, the requirement of the different instruments. So for what purpose the different instruments are required? or the devices are required. Remember, uh, during the rDNA technology, we have to isolate, okay, we have to isolate the genomic material from the cell, not from the cell, but we have to isolate the genomic material from the nucleus of that cell, okay, nucleus of that cell. So that genomic material or the internal material of that cell, it includes the DNA, it includes the RNA, and along with that it also includes the protein. So you have to isolate and you have to categorize these things. Okay, you have to isolate DNA, RNA, and the protein, and then you have to categorize those. So for that purpose, uh, what is required? The mostly used technique, it is required for the separation of these biomolecules, and that process, it is called as the electrophoresis. So for the separation and categorization of the DNA, RNA, and the protein, what is required? The electrophoresis technique, it is utilized. Okay, electrophoresis, okay, electrophoresis technique, it is required. So what is the principle behind this, the electrophoresis technique? Because see, these molecules, that is the DNA molecule, then RNA molecule, and the protein molecules, this molecule, uh, they are separated, okay, by they are separated by applying the electric charge, because these molecule, they are having its own charge over this, okay, they are having its own charge. So by applying, or by applying the electric charge, we can easily separate this molecule, okay, we can easily separate this molecule. uh, it is called as the electrophoresis method, okay, electrophoresis method. This electrophoresis method, what is used? The agarose gel is used, okay, agarose gel is used. Means I want to explain in brief how this gel electrophoresis work. This gel electrophoresis, it is work under the influence of electric field, okay. So there is a one rectangular device, okay, rectangular device, or a rectangular tray like structure. Then inside this, the agarose gel is prepared, and that agarose gel, it is sprayed inside this rectangular tray like structure. So this is the entire agarose gel, okay, this is the entire agarose gel. And then this gel, over the gel, what is added? So this is the agarose gel, okay, agarose gel. And over this agarose gel, what is added? The buffer solution is added, okay, buffer solution, it is added. Then to this device, the electric charge is provided. That means, see, here it is the, suppose here it is the negative charge, and here it is a positive charge. So the electric charge is provided. So this is a negative charge, and this is the positive charge. Towards the negative charge side, the small cavities are prepared in that gel, okay, agarose gel. You know that agarose gel, they are having the pores up to 100 to 300 nanometer in size. So through that, the DNA, they are having the diameter 20 Armstrong unit. That DNA, they can easily pass, okay, they can easily pass. Then in these small cavities, these the biomolecules are added. Means the DNA, okay, in this the DNA having the fragments, that fragments they are of in a different length, such a fragments, okay, so such a type of the DNA fragments, they are added in this small pits which are prepared in the agar gel on the negative terminal side. Then what happens, student? When we apply the electric field, then this DNA molecule which are loaded inside this pit, that DNA molecule, they shows their movement, because DNA, they are having the negative charge over that. So this DNA, they move toward the positive terminal, means they move toward the anode side. They move toward the anode side, and that DNA, they shows their movement through the pores of that agar gel. So which DNA segment, they show the maximum movement? The DNA segment which are shorter in length, they show the maximum movement, and the DNA segment which is having longer length, they show the slow movement. So lengthwise DNA, they are separated. So the smaller DNA segment, they move further, they move very fast, and longer DNA molecule, they move very slowly. Okay. So remember, the small fragments of DNA, they move faster than that of the long fragments. So because of this, the lengthwise DNA molecule, they get separated. So this electrophoresis technique, it is required for the rDNA technology. So no doubt, under the different instruments, okay, under the different instruments, okay, under the different instruments, what is required? First, there is a requirement of the electrophoresis technique, okay, electrophoresis technique. Then there are the few other types of the electrophoresis technique. What is that? The Page electrophoresis, okay, Page, PAGE, Page electrophoresis technique. So what is that? The Page electrophoresis technique. This Page electrophoresis means it is the polyacrylamide, okay, polyacrylamide जेल इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस. याला काय म्हटलं जातं? पॉलीॲक्रिलामाइड जेल इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस. पॉलीॲक्रिलामाइड जेल इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस हे दुसऱ्या इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस ला म्हटलं जातं. नॉर्मल, दिस इज दी जेल इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस. Okay, this is the agarose gel electrophoresis, and with the help of that agarose gel electrophoresis, by applying the electric charge or under the influence of the electric field, we can easily separate this DNA, then along with that RNA and the protein also. Okay, but there are within that electrophoresis, the other type of the electrophoresis are there, and in that this is the polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis. Okay, and in that polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis, the another electrophoresis, it is the SDS. Okay, SDS. So remember student, it is a SDS. तुमच्या टेक्स्टबुकमध्ये SD-A तिथं गेलेलं आहे, तर SD-A नाही आहे, तर ते काय? SDS, Page electrophoresis. So what is that SDS? SDS means it is a sodium dodecyl sulfate. Okay, SDS means what? It is a sodium dodecyl sulfate polyacrylamide agarose gel electrophoresis. Okay, and this dodecyl sulfate, always remember this sodium dodecyl sulfate, this Page electrophoresis, it is utilized for the separation of protein molecule, because protein molecule, you know that they are having the complex structure, in the sense they are having the quaternary structure, tertiary structure, quaternary structure, and they form a very complex structure by forming a disulfide bonds. So we have studied the biomolecule protein in 11th standard. So such a complex structure, it is unable to pass through this the agarose gel. So for that, this sodium dodecyl sulfate, it is a detergent. It is used for separation of the protein molecule. When this sodium dodecyl sulfate, it is added in the protein, okay, then what they do there, they develop the negative charge over that protein molecule, and along with that, they break the structure of the that protein molecule, means complex structure, means they break the disulfide bond, and that they made that protein a linear chain of the polypeptide. And when they form a linear chain of polypeptide, that linear chain, they can easily pass through uh, these pores of the agarose gel, okay, pores of the agarose gel towards this positive terminal, and lengthwise that protein molecules will be separated. So student, this is the first instrument utilized in our DNA technology, that is the electrophoresis. And in that electrophoresis, we can easily separate the DNA and RNA through this the gel electrophoresis by using a such type of the device. And for the separation of the protein molecule, the sodium dodecyl sulfate polyacrylamide agarose gel electrophoresis, it is utilized for separation of the protein molecule. Then the next instrument, it is utilized in rDNA technology, that is the polymerase chain reaction or PCR. That PCR, we are going to study that PCR in next lecture. So student, this is the introductory part of this topic, biotechnology. I think student, you understand well what is mean by the biotechnology and what is done under the biotechnology. So student, with this we will stop at this moment.